live and on fire. I cannot believe what we're about to get into, but it is my time to shine. I want to show you guys something. My daughter needs to go on with her life, but I want to show you the basis of what we're about to get into. Right? That is Alistair. He is my avenging demon that's here. This is my twin flame Russ. Watch this.
Because you didn't know that he or she thought that this was supposed to be how it went, or this, or you wanted this kind of emotion, or you needed to be loved like this, or and it's like, well, it comes from not being able to voice your own boundaries and your own expectations and tell people what you need from them. Because a lot of people they don't want to be a burden, they don't want to come off like needy, they don't want to, it's awkward saying, hey, I really need you to do this or whatever. And so you just assume they can read your mind, and then you get mad when they read it incorrectly. I think as tough as it is, you got to have clear expectations set with people. Hey, I know you like buying me gifts. I don't really give a fuck about gifts. I need quality time. You know how many people in a relationship spend so much time? This is like such a point of confidence.
I can't even go any further. As soon as I saw that, like right there, I felt like I just wanted to cry. Here's your phone back. You can delete that. Let's get started. I wanted to be heard, bro. I came up here with the intentions of I want to scream from the highest tower, and I want everyone to see how I've been wronged. It's not one. This isn't one and done. In order to have an understanding of why I'm so upset, you would have had to seen what I've been through since last Tuesday. I went through an unbelievable experience for him to get up on a fucking stage and tell people what he saw me go through and the lessons that I learned. Now, this is a man that is a people pleaser, that uses money to buy fucking attention, that doesn't have absolutely any boundaries in place. He did this at his album release party. Does this have anything to do with his album? No, because his last song was, my love language is Apple Pay. I love to give my cash away. I faced a huge wall in my other twin flame, trying to set these boundaries and learn these lessons and have these really difficult conversations that he didn't want to have, bro. He didn't want to have them straight out the gate, dude. He didn't want to talk about any of that. And the more I was doing it, the more I was pushing him away. But I needed this peace, bro. I needed to know these things. I needed to speak up. You know what I mean? I knew that if I kept doing this, I was going to fucking push him away. But I needed to push the truth out, which was, that. Setting boundaries, clear intentions, understandings, what I need from you, what I'm going to give to you, what you need from me. And I don't need your fucking time. I don't need your fucking gifts. I need your time. I went through such a heartbreaking experience to where, we're not talking because I talk too much. For him to get up there and tell the world that, to look sophisticated and charming. It's one incident, right? But it's not. It's not. It doesn't stop here, and it never started here. He has done this to me. And I can point out 5 other twin flames that also did this. They used my life experiences, really painful experiences, bro, to take to their crowds and make them fucking look big, bold, and beautiful. The most recent one that's doing it to me right now is fucking Wolfman. He had no understanding about any of this stuff. He never told anyone. He never, he said he read books, blah, 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 blah. And now he watches my videos and then puts it on his TikTok, his Instagram, his fucking channel, his travel channel, and his motherfucking YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe to Patreon. Marshall Mathers used this whole journey, Will Smith, fucking Allie, all of them, bro. They use all of my fucking painful experiences as creative arts to sell to the masses, bro. Those people, and this is where I gotta stand back, and this is where God has to catch me. He said, that's why God makes me do these things, is so I could teach the world. And the thing is that's important, this is what it was meant to be. I was supposed to teach my high-level twin flames so they could literally do what he's doing, to take it back to their fucking crowds and spread the healing. But he's not the one that healed. As hurt as I was about what Marshall did with his album, he did what we were meant to do. I'm always hurt that it's my life that they're learning these lessons from, and they're not taking the fucking risks to live their life and really learn their lessons, bro. I'm carrying the karma of every fucking human being. I must learn all these hard lessons for you and bring it back to you and teach you what God was trying to teach us in these trials and tribulations. Okay, that's fine. But you're not going to learn a lesson off my knowing, is what I said last night. All those people, you know what I mean? He sounds like he's a fucking, inspiration to all because he knows how to set boundaries and he knows how to work and navigate through this shit with his one and done girlfriend. It hurts to have your life's work ripped out of you and, put on display for everyone else. And it's like, that, it's not even you, bro. He's done that to me since the very beginning. I tried to express my lack of sexual understanding, and he turned it into a song called Nasty. Before that, when he heard I was struggling with my twin flame, my first one, Bobby, he wrote Can't Get This Right. He kept writing songs. He kept putting it on albums. He's not the only one. Mike does it non-stop. Mike Stud, if I say something, he'll go find a meme and share it in his fucking stories. He'll write a song to it. They all do, bro. They're supposed to do it, but they're doing it in a raping way, bro. They're raping my creativity, or they're raping my experience as creativity, bro. How do you love a person that just abuses and uses you like that, When all you're trying to do is get this fucking message across to them. It goes in one ear and out their mouth. It never resonates in their mind or their heart, and they never walk in that shit. Fucking sugar daddy over there. The documentary brings all of them down. But that's not what it was supposed to do, bro. Like, you weren't, I guess, you always look at these moments as like, it was never supposed to be like this. And you're like, this is the way it is, so it always was supposed to be this way. I didn't see it working this way, but it's working. Again, Will Smith taught the world what the dark night of the soul was, even though he had never fucking escaped it or actually fucking got sucked into it. And here he is at my door, ready for me to walk him through it. I have this gross feeling in my throat. It's like this, it's moving through all my chakras, bro. I sit there in these moments, I'm like, how could you do that, bro? And it's like nobody was supposed to know what he said in there. I guarantee you he fucking told everyone not to put their phones, not to bring their phones. That video will, you know what I mean, is going to cost that fan for sure. But that's it, is he fucking, he closes the doors and he thinks he's getting away with something. I'm not watching you. God sees everything. And he was going to show me this later or whenever. But either way, that's heartbreaking, and it's disrespectful to me and the man on the other side that we're literally still trying to set this and trying to go through this, and you just want to come out and like put it on a fucking t-shirt. I set myself up for this because God wants me, you know what I mean, to teach you these lessons and use my life as a divine expression of the lessons. But there's other people, you know what I mean? You didn't just disrespect me. You disrespect the other people that I work with, that I'm learning from, that I'm losing, that I'm loving, that I'm going through these trials and tribulations with. You think it's all just a fucking song and dance, bro, so you could sell tickets to the Look at Me show. Look at you, bro. And the worst part is I do all this to teach you to be like me. All you want to do is pretend to fucking dress like me and talk like me and fucking walk like me. You and your doppelganger ass girlfriend with her fake ass glasses out there. I can't stand you. Cut my hair, this bitch cut her hair. I fucking do anything. You guys, it's like, and God, I'm disgusted at the full core of my being when I see this shit. And God thinks it's cute because I'm the archetype and he wants you to be like me. This is not what he meant. I'm not a fucking Halloween costume that you put on to look cool in the crowds with, bro. Christ isn't a fucking emblem, a pretty shiny fucking, you know, necklace. I was meant to face him just a couple weeks ago. I'm still working on that. As I'm working on that, here comes this twin flame. And he lost all his attention. And he had to get all up, I mean, he's always all up in my motherfucking business. But now he had to make it all about him, bro. Everybody watched. Nobody wrote a book. Nobody went and fucking did some shit like that, bro. Everybody watched. They watched me crash my boat, bro. Steve's Love Tarot told all about it. How you're not supposed to do shit like that. And I just sit there in these moments with him like, how could you do this to me, Ross? It never stops. He has nothing else to talk about. He doesn't have a life. He's constantly searching outside of himself for other people's lives to make that his. He's too afraid to break out and live a life. So he's on the internet always. As I see him, I see Marshall. Marshall's constantly on the fucking internet. They say it's studying. Stalking. You guys are looking for the, you know, trying to keep up, looking for inspiration, looking to outside yourselves. I posted that yesterday about all your fucking followers. You're following everyone because you don't know where you're going and you want to be part of the crowd and you want to see where they're going. You want to know what's new. It's just hurtful, bro. I haven't even figured it out, and yet you come out here and try to say you have it all figured out. And I look at you, and you're the worst of the fucking dozen, bro. The dirtiest of the dozen that doesn't have anything figured out. We all look at you like, when are you gonna figure this out instead of just talking about it all the fucking time, bitch? You could spend the next 30 years of your life studying spirituality, Russ, but it will never make you spiritual because you don't even... The spirit is through your feelings, bro. You're just up there trying to look cool, talking about some shit. You have no feelings. And that's what brings us together, bro. All of us. Because we all denied our feelings to protect ourselves to get through this world. And I had to let them out, bro. And that's what makes me so powerful is because, you know, going back to how do you know that, you know, who's going to win the Super Bowl? It's a feeling. You ask me a question, I can feel the truth, I can feel the lie. It's a feeling. You have no feelings, bro. You won't feel what it feels like to be you. And I don't even think you feel what it feels like to be me. You just want to feel the excitement of someone looking at you. It doesn't matter if it's negative attention, because that's all you've ever gotten. You feed off the hate. And you've said it in many of your videos, and so does Marshall. Why? Because you can't get love. Why can't you get love? Because you're not open to it, and you're not fucking giving or receiving of it. It's just hurtful, bro. And you thought you'd get away with it. And my spirits aren't letting you get it. That's Alistair. First thing in the morning. I don't want to know that you've betrayed me in such a way, bro. I don't want to know that you've done such things to me. Nobody wants to know what they're doing behind your back. That's God's truth. So I want to show you what you can't see. I didn't want to know, God. He didn't even wait to show me. He didn't even wait till I was ready. He's like, you're ready to see this now. And what I saw is how important my really fucked up week was. And how far it went. To 100 people in your crowd. There's 100 more people that heard my lesson. That heard what lesson I learned through you. I think Ali stretched further with just his pick up the phone song. And he didn't have to fucking write it to my lesson. He wrote that song before. He already had creative inspiration. He had feelings. He knew that I was going to end up in heartbreak, and he lives in that feeling. He had the perfect song waiting for the Heartbreak Hotel. He knew I was checking into that shit every Friday. New music every Friday. It's the same old sad love song for me, buddy. Marshall knows I'm going to be raging on a Saturday. God knows I'll be with him on a Sunday. And here I am in my mind on a moon day. Can you just mind your business, bro? In essence, I'm all forgiving, but it hurts, bro. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. I said it since so long. It hurts that you guys fucking stab me in the back all the time like this shit, bro. Try to fucking put a post up, your doppelganger bitch-ass girlfriend and your fucking stupid-ass wives and your fucking friends and creative team. Let's put this on a fucking t-shirt and shit. You guys sit there fishing through my videos looking for the best punchlines and the best this so that you can go and be the first to fucking rape and steal it. God gave it freely. You didn't get nothing. You look like a raper because you didn't have anything to do with it. Fucking thief. Like a thief in the night. You're such a douchebag. And that's what it is like, I still have to forgive you. And that's why I'm here. If I don't get you off my chest, then you're on my back all day. There's another punchline. Put that on your t-shirts. If I don't get you off my chest, which is out of my heart, then I carry you as baggage on my back for the rest of my life. That came from me truly, the Phoenix. Put my name on it. And that's those feelings, bro. I don't want to fucking deal with this right now. No, here he comes to wreck my day. You're not gonna wreck my day. I'm gonna fucking blow through these fucked up feelings, come to love, compassion, and understanding for your bitch-ass life. I'm gonna turn up the vibes and go on with my life. But yeah, I gotta deal with it. And that's what you guys don't deal with. You see something, and you don't say nothing. You just let that shit fester in you. And you think about it all day. Oh, that motherfucker. Oh, that motherfucker. Oh, that motherfucker. And that's where I was. How long was I gonna say this? How long was I going to keep it in before I spoke my truth? And that's what I said. I needed to be heard. Not myself. I needed you guys to hear this, bro. I'm ready to speak about this. I'm ready to put it in new words. How I keep getting violated by the ones that I'm trying to help. How they use and abuse and neglect and reject me. They take what they want and they run with it. They come to me when they're hopeless and they have nothing. And I bring them all love and inspiration. I give them ideas. I give them hope. I give them faith. I give them experience. I give them understanding. And they take that and just go out and try to be the best stems they could ever be and then only come back to me when it didn't work. And they come back for more. Come back to feed off of me. These are called energy harvesters, fucking energy vampires. I'm pulling out the garlic. I forgot to get it yesterday, but I'm getting you bitches off me. Anyways, so that's what you gotta do, is you gotta work through your feelings about how people make you feel and what you think. Who the fuck has time for who can afford a therapist all that time? Just calling someone all the time. That's what your partner's supposed to be there for. So you don't have to fucking, you know what I mean? That partner is supposed to be able, be your strong arm. When you're about to fucking blow your lid, you can bring them. It's like, what's wrong, babe? I'm just so mad, and I just wanna, and I'm gonna fucking scalp that motherfucker. Come here, and just hold me, so this anger turns into tears, and I can just let it out. I'm not mad, I'm hurt. It's a constant hurt. You take my fucking pain and you just keep hurting. You take my words and use them against me to make yourself look better. Because that fucking little thing you're talking about right there, did I not try to establish boundaries with you and tell you that exactly? I don't want you, Russ. I don't want your money, bro. I just want your time. I want your friendship. I want understanding. You know what I mean? I don't want any of that. I told you that first, Russ. And you didn't get it until all this time later. But you still don't get it. While you're over there sugar daddying. If you stop buying her stuff, would there be love? You created this madness. You said that was your love language. If you stop loving in that language, then you're not speaking in volumes. All I have to offer is what I want in return. But that's also something I can offer, is financial security. If I have to get out and be the man, I can be that man for us. When you're weak, I can be strong. You don't always have to be a man. And something came to me. My twin flame long ago. You know, as a woman, I wish I just had a man. He would know what to do. And that's not true. We assume just because you're a man, you know everything about manhood. We put that expectation on you that you would, you know. But the truth is every man was a boy that was taught manly shit. Now, for example, you know a lot about cars, and, you know, you had to learn all these things. And most men learn these things from other men. Women don't learn them. And we, us women, only learn from the men that taught the men that taught the men that taught the men. Right? And so, like, something simplistic, it's like, you know, I don't know what we were talking about. But, like, you know, it's like, there's noise or something, and I gotta figure it out. We were talking about playing that role, and it's like, I have to do the same thing. There's nobody to call to. But in this context of my mind is like, if I just knew a dude, some dude could help me out. I'm assuming just by the context of your skin, you have knowledge and wisdom that I don't have because it's passed on to only people with that fucking gender. Now, you look at me as a woman and you think that I should have all these things. First off, yeah, I'm very well trained. I cook and clean and I do the women's jobs. But I do mostly the man's jobs. But I have to be all that woman too. And as far as the cooking, not so much. I don't have cooking facilities, and it was always just a waste. I was only cooking for one. My kids and their sensory issues and shit, they just didn't like textures, smells, and flavors of things. I could get into it, and it'll make you psychotic, but all you gotta know is just they eat box food, and that's fine. It comes in a box. They're space aliens. They eat fucking, you know, what are those called? MREs or something? It's just a fucking military meal for them. Really? It's like we're the ones that want to taste this, you know, the seasons of the world. But anyways, going into all of that, it's like I get so upset with the fact that he does this, but he's not the only one that does it, and God says it's all right because that's what my life is supposed to be, a lot of horrible lessons taught to the world because they're my karma. And I had to learn how to live in this world and overcome it, just like you guys. Overcome the sins, you know, the madness of this world and not be mad with it. And that's what, you know, I teach you. But I get really mad along the way. How could you do this? And it's that moment with Russ. I promise you, bro, this is... Oh, God. His whole album is about my entire experiences. They always are. He hasn't never fucking done anything with his life. He sits in his room on the internet, watching the world passing by. Or he buys fucking tickets and takes his family on vacations and takes pictures, watching the world passing by. That's all he's doing, bro. That's all they ever do. I'm here to get them on, you know, moving with the world, but they're just watching it pass by, onlookers. Alistair, you're not needed. I really was vengeful, and I really wanted to, like, I wanted my vengeance. I wanted Alistair to... I already told him over the weekend that I didn't even know what he was up to. I don't even know what I said, but I saw a vision that Pop was going to burn your ass. I saw this thing where he stuck this hot poker straight in your butthole. Oh, you got me some feathers?
Yeah, we walked around the lake.
Aww.
Some security guard was following us, though.
That's weird.
Yeah, he's looking at us.
These are beautiful.
She saw a duck and she backed it.
Thank you. They're very
There's a whole
beautiful.
bunch of them. I couldn't figure out.
Look, she brought me some feathers. Make me a bird so I can fly far. All the feathers I got, I can't fly with these bitches.
I won't go back outside because it's hot.
I know, it's nice out. Are you ready?
Yeah,
I need to.
I
I need to fucking get ready so we can go take care of that shit. I need to move on with my life. These go in this one. Not just because... Oh, shit. Not just because my big feathers are in there. Because it holds my little feathers. Every time I have an altar that stays for longer than a week or so, you'll start seeing feathers. How many do you have? I really don't know. They're everywhere. Everywhere. But the little ones... See? Little ones go in there. See that? Those are a little bird. Do we want to look for them? Not right now, bro. Trying to get on with my life. I actually have some running around to do. I'm not on a time limit. She didn't give you a snack, did she? Hold on. Give me a second. My dog's waiting for her snack. Did you go pee-pees? Alright, Chica. Hold on. I give her pepperonis. Why? I don't know. Why not? Seriously? Yeah. I get a big old bag of pepperonis and I give her pepperoni snacks. It only costs $3. Those fucking snacks for those dogs are like expensive. She likes the pepperonis. Anyways, Alistair, yeah, and that's it. It's like, I'm calling my avenging fucking angels to come get that ass. Your ass is on fire already, bro, and your heart is just wicked. And it's Loki, bro. It's Lucifer. What did you expect? In essence, you expect that he's not going to do such things like this. It's like, Jesus. I really hoped you weren't going to be an asshole this week. You're the biggest flaming butthole ever. I just want to say that, you know, my emotions and mind are usually pretty stable until I go outside into this world and something triggers me into absolute chaos, and I gotta work through that. The difference between me and you is I work through every single thought and feeling. I don't act on it, really. I mean, I act a little bit loud about how it's making me, and that's, you know, the unhealed child. I need to be heard, but it really needed to be heard, dude. It needed to be seen, and that's what it means. It's like, look at this. Look at what they've done to me. It's not just one, though. That's where it's like, I've had enough. And I'm still in it for you to be all fucking talking about it, dancing around it. He always does that. God, Russ, please. And that's what it is. You could always be so much greater, but you're just, you know, it's about evolving, and you're just not. God wasn't going to let you get away with doing that in a closed-in, you know, secret fucking society of 100 people. He wasn't going to let you get away. He's not letting you get away with anything. Now that it's seen, what is he going to make you do for this? You've been, you know what I mean? You're going to have to atone for this. And since you don't ever like to apologize and ask for forgiveness, then you've always got something coming after you. You have wronged so many people. And when this is all said and done, that's what they say is, you know, the cult busters here, they put all their energy and focus on wronging me that, in essence, I can take it. And they don't hurt nobody else. They're not out there giving all that energy and all that frustration to stealing other people's identities and fucking works and shit like that. Everybody else can live peacefully as long as they have all eyes on me. Meanwhile, I'm going through the chaos. Where we at, God? Ooh, the Knight of Coins. Knight of Pentacles. No, that's the Queen. Nurture. Queen of Coins. Alright. That's it. Get on my nerves, Russell. I went to a Yule. Yeah. I know. It's beautiful outside, too. It's nice and cool. The Queen of Pentacles is a wise... Why is it the Queen? Because, I'm pretty sure, the Nurturer is always the Queen. Messenger. Nope. Action. Nope, wrong one. See, nurturers are always the Queen. Double checked. But it's a dude. Well, right now, I really need a dude in his feelings. That'd be very kind. Anyways, the Queen of Pentacles is a wise, feminine energy of the earth who allows the life force to flow through them in order to teach, nurture, and sustain with compassion. I'm trying to take he, she's out of that because it's just an energy you're flowing through. Are you being, you know what I mean, a Queen of Pentacles, reverse or upright? Doesn't mean if you're being a bitch. It means are you working through your feminine energy, and which one? Which one of your feelings are you working through? The feminine energies is feelings, the masculine energies is actions. What actions are you taking? Whether that be in your mind or your body, you know what I mean? And anything having to do with the spirit is your feminine, your feelings. So, me, I am the Queen of Pentacles. I am a wise woman of the earth that allows the life force to flow through me in order to teach, nurture, and sustain with compassion. Mine is a path of spiritual enlightenment through faith in the abundance of the universe. I show that in caring for the environment and the people around us, we nourish ourselves. My appearance, her appearance in a card is an auspicious sign that she brings well-being, security, and plenty. I have the ability to shape the sustenance of the world in order to give birth to dreams. This means that I can manifest my ideas and find practical solutions to problems. Be sure that you take hearth and home and establish a good work-life balance. That's it too. After I get out of this storm here, I gotta do laundry. We're working, and that's exactly what I gotta do. I gotta do some running around. I gotta be mommy. I gotta do some errands. I gotta do laundry. I gotta do that. I gotta take some action, get a job again. Hold down the house, to play all the roles. Blah, 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 blah. Anyways, moving on. She's very practical and organized and gets things done without a fuss. No, I do not. I bitch a lot. I mean, I don't until something was bothering me, and then I bitch, and then I gotta stop bitching. Bitch, you're bitching. I know. I just want to bitch about this because I don't want to do it, but I'm gonna do it. Finishing every task she sets herself, and that's what I gotta do. I gotta do it. She's likely to have created a beautiful and welcoming home, probably in the countryside, since she loves nature and animals. Basically, yes. I am perhaps a seer, obviously, a wise woman, but more like an older teacher, mentor, healer, charity worker who can help you. I didn't do my intro. I am the High Priestess Phoenix. I am your spiritual healer, teacher, shaman, seer, oracle, light worker, starseed, earth angel, mystic, medium, psychic, witch, yogi, guru, evangelist. I am the North American symbol, your messenger of God, the first child of God, Lilith reincarnated. Call me Phoenix. Phoenix. If you want to be brave and say Lilith, I'll answer to it as well. Anything out of that, you're just being dumb. You're just being dumb. What do you call you? Phoenix? Phoenix? That's what they call me at work. That's what I go by. I put on my name tags. Phoenix. 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 Somebody else calls me High Priestess. How you doing today, High Priestess? Makes me quiver. He said, how you doing, High Priestess? Means he acknowledges what I am. I like that. I'm great. How are you? That's a little too formal. It's cool. I am the High Priestess. It's just a little formal. You can call me Lilith. That works. Phoenix is better. If you call me by my government name, I'm going to look at you like you don't. That's why the kids are like, why do you always call him Marshall? Because this is his name. I don't know Eminem. Nobody knows Eminem. I know some shitty, but he killed that guy, so I had to go through the source, the creator of all things. His name is Marshall. And that's it too. Remember who the fuck you are. You're just Marshall Mathers. You're just a typical guy. I don't know why everyone gives a fuck about you. Your words, not mine. How's that for using your words against you? And this guy with his boohoo childhood trauma, his fucked up dad and his fucked up mama that he travels around the fucking world with, taught him that love is drama. But yet he wants to come out there and tell you how he knows about his boundaries and how to spend money and blah, 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 blah. I can't stand you. Moving on. That's all I ever say about you. Anytime you come into the conversation, I can't stand him. I can't stand him. I can't stand him. That's all I ever say. That's all I ever say to everyone about you. I can't stand him. I can't fucking stand him. I can't stand you, bro. Jesus. How can she love you like this? Ugh. She's just sucking on you like, I love you. I can't stand you, bro. I had a visual last night of me running my hand through your hair and then grabbing it real tightly and cutting it with a knife. Scalping the shit out of you. Leaving you looking stupid as fuck, bro. I can't stand you, bro. I'd be like looking, I want to punch you so hard in your face, bro. I've been like feeling like that since the day I met you, bro. I'm working on it. But like last night, and I didn't even know what you did, bro. I didn't even know it. I just felt it, bro. I felt this urge to scalp your ass, bro. Ugh. Ugh. You think I love you. God loves you, bro. I'm an expression of his love for you. I can't stand you, bro. I can't stand you, bro. I can't stand you, bro. I am stuck with you, but I can't stand you. And until you evolve, I will never fucking deal with you, bro. You're the most disgusting parasite that God ever made. I'm sure people think the same way of Lilith. Because as I sit there, I'm like, why did you make him like this? People say the same thing about me. Why did you make them? People are just as disgusted with me. And I know it's a mirror. I can't stand you, bro. And it's not the same. You be loving the shit out of me. You use all my words. You're like, oh, I love you. I love you. I can't stand you, bro. I can't stand you, bro. Sorry. You're being ugly. And those are your true feelings? Yes. Nobody wants to hear about my feelings, but I'm telling you, dude, I can't stand that fool, bro. He is the thorn in my flesh, bro. I mean, he makes every part of my body uncomfortable. He makes me fear everything about a man. Like, looking at him as the context of a man makes me absolutely disgusted with men. I can't stand him. His fucking mommy boy over there. Fucking Tommy boy. I can't stand him. I can't say that enough, bro. I'm just trying to get it out of me. Like, I just want it out of me, this disgust for you. Every time you think of you, that's the feeling I get. Absolute disgust. Ugh, I can't stand that guy. It's got, at this point in my life, and who equally? I mean, equally, I really feel that way towards fucking Wolfman. And that's it, dude. A man that tries, and that's what I told my twin flame. Gee, there is nothing grosser than watching a man compete with me. Do you see these guys? And you both did it the same day while we're having conversations. Like, you're the topic of our conversation. Your jealousy is the topic of our conversation. Who do you think I took this to first thing in the morning? Do you see this guy? But I do it all the time. I'm like, do you see these guys? Do you see these guys? How fucking fake and false and phony they are? Absolute fucking frauds. And yeah, Wolfman, you're in that whole ass devil ass energy. You were praying to Lucifer. You got the energy, bro. You got it all over you. And as you can see, Lilith has ascended past the Lucifer energy. I'm ready to love an Adam. I'd rather leave the gates of hell and go love a mere man. A mere man. Get it? That was a good one. Alright, come on. Let me balance this energy and be nice and love and lightish. I make for a loyal, trustworthy friend who will always give you sound advice. I'm the loudest in the room. Alright, verse queen is the opposite of practical and motherly. This is where I am. Nah, just kidding. Every negative thought and action creates a frozen brick in the wall that cuts her from the free flow of life and her deep connection to earth, which is around her but seems unavailable. That's what happens when you get pissed off. You're cut off. And that's what I mean. I don't deal with thoughts. I have to deal with them just to be reconnected. A thought is just a disconnection. I mean, it's connected to something. Some fucked up memory, usually. But I don't sit around in thoughts. When the thought comes, it gets me, you know what I mean? All discombobulated, and I have to work through it. But while I'm in my thoughts, and that's what I said to my twin flame, I'm all in my thoughts with you. I have no fucking, I'm not in my spirit with you. I'm all in my thoughts with you. And that's it. It's like I'm analyzing instead of feeling. That's what that means. That's all. Putting out instead of, receiving. Anyways, the reverse queen can represent problems in motherhood. So it can either be a neglective mother who lets her children run wild and feeds them junk food. I mean, yeah. My kids don't run wild, and the food they eat is technically junk. I mean, at this point, it's about, what am I supposed to make them do? I want to be honest with you. I look at my son, I'm like, ugh, take a shower, do something, go outside. He's fucking 13 years old. She's 14. She went outside because it feels good. She's in Sagittarius. She wants to go look around and shit. You know, like, you want to push on a life for them. You think they should be doing something with themselves at any age, and that's where the next part of this is. If you're not this person, then you're an ambitious marnet who loads them with timetabled work and structured activities, but doesn't give them love and attention. There's a serious balance here. It's like, all right, we're going to do some shit. And that goes back to summer camp, right? My daughter was totally, she's a powerful manifester. I just want to point that out. They're both part of the teen group. And she wants to have a teen experience without her little brother there. He still is the same age. He's a teenager too, but she sees herself so much, you know, sophisticated. She wants to have this camp without him, and she's been saying it for weeks. Well, it's coming up, and it's around his birthday, and he said, "No, I don't want to go. I'd rather just enjoy my birthday by myself," because he wants a new game system, and he wants to just hang out with his game system for his birthday, which he does every fucking birthday. I end up giving him some kind of game system. He just locks down for his birthday and does all that shit, whatever it is. But she wants to have this experience, and he doesn't. And that's where it is I'm right in between. Am I supposed to force him to go onto a camp when he's not really about that shit? He just really isn't about it. He's already done a camp. She didn't get to go to 6th grade camp. She was already in 7th grade. She hasn't had that outdoor camping experience with, you know, with a bunch of friends and shit. So she's really looking forward to it, but she didn't want her little brother there. You know what I mean? Because he's clingy. Like, you know, she's got to watch out for him. And she, you know, she's always, you know, she's very protective of her brother, and she just wants to have a free-for-all. And he don't want to go. And that's what it's like. So what's he going to do? I'm going to let him run wild and eat fucking snacks? In the essence, what's his wild? Just expressing himself. He really isn't about all that. He's not about all of that jockery and being part of shit and taking pictures. Like, I see his dad. You know what I mean? He wants to be all, you know, part of the shit. She wants to be part of shit. You don't want to be part of shit. And that's just where it is. It's like, no, you can't eat that. And remember, I snapped on that. I haven't been to Target since, and I gotta go to Target because they're the only place that has fucking Starbucks instant coffee. I have to go over there. But last time I went over there, this bitch was telling her kids, they were smaller than mine, about 10, 11, 13. They were just a stage smaller than my kids. And they're standing there with, I mean, now that I said it, I bought this for my kids because I thought it was going to be good, and they didn't think it was so good. They're standing there with this fucking box of cereal. The Crave cereal. It's a new one. And the bitch looks at it, and she says, it's got 12 grams of sugar. That's too much, is what I walk by. I saw this the other day. I was like, ooh, guys, this looks really good. She said it isn't that good. How much is in that? I don't know. It's all sugar. It's all sugar, bro. That's all sugar, bro. I didn't try it. I was trying to give it to them. In the essence of, you know, junk food, sure. This looks like this might make you happy. In the essence, those kids just wanted a bowl of cereal, and she said they couldn't have it because they were too structured, bro. And what made it worse is I look at this woman, and it's like, bitch, you didn't come out of no fucking Catholic school. You were tatted up. This woman had sleeve tattoos, beautiful ones. Her name was probably fucking Jeanette or some shit. She had her little fucking, you know, she was a Target bitch, bro. Straight Target bitch. And she's telling her kids they can't have this fucking box of cereal. And I went ballistic on her. I chased her around the store. I didn't. My Holy Spirit did, to teach everyone to don't be like that, bro. Let kids be kids, bro. And that's it. As much as, you know how much work I had to do to get my kid ready for this? Only for him to tell me right before he don't want to go. And that's what I got to do today, is go turn in the final paperwork. You know what I mean? I watched the other kids laid off. They were taking them in by age groups. So these kids, the little guys, they just went off for a week. The middle size just went off for a week. They'll be gone. And then they'll take up the bigger kids. But in essence, it's like, I don't know what's right for you, bro. I think that you would have a lot more fun doing this. But I also know they're going to feed you food that you're not going to eat, and she hasn't thought about that. I also know there's no phone up there. There's no phone. She can take all the pictures. That's like when you guys go on cruise ships. You can't wait to take pictures. There's no internet, idiots. Then you go to a foreign country and the same thing. You ain't got no service. You're out of service. You're supposed to enjoy the experience, stupid. Anyways, going back to it. I can't tell you what makes the best mother. It's just doing what's best for the child, and each child is different. They have different wants and needs. You can't treat them all the same. They all came from the same vagina, and they came from the same parents in some cases, but, you know, it's like, I have 4 kids. They all came from me, but they all exhibit very different parts of me. You know what I mean? Very different parts. And both my boys are very reserved, bro. They're very reserved boys. They're not all loud. It's just, and so is my other daughter, you know? Like, shit. Amelia, like, Aaron is adventurous and wild and crazy. He gets himself into shit, like me and Amelia would. But in the sense of his personality is quiet and reserved and, you know what I mean? He's like CJ, chill. Very chill. Mary is none of that. She's very, you know what I mean, in tune with her feelings. She's the kinder side of me. She's the more reserved, more analytical, you know what I mean? Very caring and loving and, you know, all of that stuff. But they're all my kids. They all just, you know, and then you got Milia. She's the bitch of me. They say you pay with your daughters, bro. This is Joan of Arc and Lilith, bro. She is a warrior. She's like, and she will fight me, bro. I'm like, I'm not going to. She kicked me in my stomach once when I slapped her in her mouth. I was like, okay, we'll never do that again. We're never going to use force again. We're not forcing each other. This is going to end up as a bad force. What happened? I don't know. She was talking all kinds of shit, and as a mother, I just popped her in her mouth. She kicked me in my gut, and I was like, oh, this is not good. I think we've crossed the line here of no return. We're not going to do that anymore. And that's just it. It's like, you got to learn. But never to spank your kid is another thing. Like, never to fucking, you know, not to sit there screaming. And that was it, too. I've seen this kid. There's this kid, Dominic, my nephew, my cousin, whatever he is. His parents wouldn't hit him, but they'd sit there and scream in his face nonstop at the top of their lungs. They thought that was better than hitting. Abuse is just all different types of way and shit like that. And I just want to point that out. It's like, you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. All you can do is, you know, you don't spoil them. You do what you think is right within, you know, understanding. But at the same time, you don't know fully what's right. You can't tell them. You can, but that's not going to give them freedoms. And that's Russ and everybody, you know, all my twin flames that did have fucking parents. Their parents structured them so hard that they have no freedoms. Lewis Hamilton couldn't break a rule if you paid him to. It's like me, like going against what we know is right, but that right was only put in us. He would never say a cuss word out in public. I don't know if he has the strength to say it in front of his face, you know, in a mirror. It's because he just wasn't taught that. Does he look upon people that cuss as bad people? No. But why can't he be like us? Now you look at the conformity and it's nothing more. No, I don't want you to run around talking shit all day. But can you do it? And the reason you can't is because of your mind. Your mind's telling you no. It could be very liberating to be out there, you know, cursing for a minute. And that's where it is some people do therapy where they're very quiet people, but then they get out and they start screaming because they need to let that out. So as I go into this, it's like, you want to talk about my mothering skills? I play it by ear, bro. I play it by ear. Every situation that I have with my children is a new situation, and I have to have a new understanding. Every meal is different, you know what I mean? Even though I know what they like, you know, I hope that they're going to allow me to give them something, you know, go out of their comfort zone and try something new. Every, you know, day, I'm trying to push them out of the nest. Get out. Not fully, but to experience things. But if they're not ready, and I know it's hot and there's really nothing out there, but they might get into trouble, you know, it's just like me trying to force a life on them that there's really no force. Just be careful with that, with your parenting, bro. You'll be a parent, or maybe you are, and you can reparent your children, and that's it. We lived a certain way before I woke up. We lived a very structured life a certain way before I woke up. When I woke up, I started to learn how to reparent my children and myself. And that's the reprogramming. I had given them bad programming, bro. I had passed on, you know what I mean, the curses of my parents. I was everything up until then. I had showed them what the world had showed me until I woke up. And now I show them what God shows me so that we can erase that old programming and see, you know, and that's what I teach you. And that's what it is. It's like as mad as I am at Russ, This was meant to be that somebody, you know, that's the macro to the micro to the macro. It was tons of little pieces in many days that led up to this for me to learn how to, you know, for him to go out and put it in 1 minute of words, 30 seconds of words. And that's what I mean about being, you know, creative. And sometimes I can't always find the words. I'm trying to because I'm in it. And that's where the songwriting and the ability comes. But again, he's narrating my story, which is just pathetic. You can write your own story, dude. And that's what pisses me off. It's like, you have no rights to my story. You're welcome to teach people, but make sure you fucking tell them where you learned it. Put credit where credit's due. And that's where it really comes back to. You guys will share fucking Sangaroo, and you'll share all these fucking Robin Ripnicks and all these fucking other people, but you won't tell them where you're really getting this from. From the messenger of God here on earth. You won't tell them. You don't want people to know that I'm here and that I'm where all your truth comes from. Because then they won't listen to you anymore. You're trying to keep me hidden. But that's okay, because, you know, you're my mirrors. You hide me. I hide behind you. But it's not going to work forever. God's going to make me stand up. And when my light stands up, you're going to be in the dark, bro. All eyes on you guys for what you've done. Until it will not, you can't clean yourself of this karma unless you actually do the work. You can't be free of the judgment of others unless they see that you freed yourself by doing the work. Right now, you're just thieves. And liars and cheats and frauds. Every single one of you. Take a bow. Bow down. Your queen has arrived. Now quit playing around. Alright, perhaps your house is a disorganized mess because you've lost interest in it. That's not true. My house is in perfect order. I couldn't even, dude. I can't walk through it unless everything's in order. Order in the court! I mean, it has to have a good flow to it. That's called feng shui. The energy has to flow. I have to come in and it feels good in here. I can't have all kinds of dishes and fucking clothes and fucking, you know what I mean? Let me just drop all my shit. And you guys in your hotel rooms, Russ, you and your girl is filthy, bro. And so is Wolfman and all of you. You guys, I see way beyond, oh gosh. Talk about messy. Oh my god. Such a hoarder. Logic. If you don't clean some shit, bro, you're hoarding and it's dusty, and you pay some lady named Consuela to clean all that shit, bro. Why don't you just get rid of that shit, bro? I mean, you're like, all it is, and that's Marshall with all his tapes and shit. Look at all the shit I've bought. Yeah, are you playing with that all the time, or you're just out to buy a new toy? The fuck are you doing with all this? Are you gonna put it in a museum or something? It looks like a thrift store in here. Oh, it's vintage. It looks like a thrift store in here. This is all old shit that you're so proud of having. See, fucking Russ and his Pathfinder. Bro, you still can't find your way. Running around in your ghosts with your shadows. See what I mean? He's so mad because I can use his life as far more creative fucking fun than he can use mine. Mine's just tragic. I turn these tragedies into triumph. Alright, let's go on. I can't stand you, dude. Anytime you come into my... All I can do is laugh at you. Otherwise, I'll just want to fucking stab you, dude. I want to punch you in your face. I can't stand that guy. Ugh. We're gonna have angry sex, dude, if I ever have that guy. Like, don't. Like, I hate that guy. I hate that guy. I could get a lot done with the hate for that guy. I mean, seriously. All you gotta do is, like, you know, it's like... Oh, it's like the water boy, bro, or that thing. What'd you say about my mom? I'm gonna fucking rush that guy. You just put that guy's face. It's like a fucking bull... fucking... This is the red flag, dude, that gets me going. Alright, perhaps your house, yeah, you need to clean your house. And your fucking everything else. Give it some love, but don't be tempted to spend large amounts of money on luxurious furnishing. This dude bought a rug of his... He made a rug of his album cover. He's such a loser, bro. He lives in this, you know, in this la-la land of him. His pictures and his plaques all over the world. And his fucking... Am I talking about him or all of you? Oh! All your memories on the walls of the good old days. Fucking shrine to yourself. Oh my god, burn it down. The reverse queen may appear as a person in your life, or she may be you. She's moody, melancholic, insecure, suspicious, narrow-minded. God damn it, bro. Such a bitch. Why do I always have to be the man in the relationship? That's what I told him. You ain't got no balls. Your fucking man boobs are showing with your fucking baloney barb nipples like your girl. Put on the shirt, Russ. Put on the shirt. Put on the suit. Might your album sales. As a friend, she will cause ruckus in your social circle. I know, you're just banging my drums, dude. As a boss, they pay no attention to running their business, and they will leave others while they enjoy the titles and spending the money. Is that your girlfriend? Whatever you do, don't go into business with them, as you will end up doing all the work. Alright, bitch. Alright, bitch. Alright, bitch. Alright, bitch. Alright, bitch. Oh, they just gave me this fucked up ass vision. My spirits hate you as much as I fucking do. God loves you. We can't stand you. It's a thing, dude. We have rebelled against mankind in the name of God for forever, dude. You're asking too much. We'll save mankind, but this one is all you, bro. We're not helping this one. Anyways, going back to it. He talks about, you know, how people... He's trying to paint this picture of... I don't know who the picture is in that video. He's talking about that's not their love language. All right, then how come every time your girlfriend drops an album or drops a single, she's out there lavishing herself? Lavishing and lavishing. You're not even in the picture, bro. You're never there when she drops a fucking single. She goes and has a fucking single release party. She's single again. Holy Spirit, you're too much. Calm it down. Well, at least I'm in the good part of the dark part. That's it. This too shall pass. In the essence, you're such a fucking lie. She's a fucking money greedy hoe, and you're a sugar daddy bro. And you guys feed off of each other's sickness. You guys are parasites to the bullshit. I just want to point that out. You can't tell me that bitch ain't hungry. You can see her appetite through her outfit, or lack of, I should say. And that's another thing too. You bring that bitch to me, I'm gonna make sure she walk around naked like she always want to be. Oh, you want to be on the internet naked? Then be naked, bitch. Be naked, bitch. Be naked, bitch. Let's watch your husband's your little boyfriend's insecurities as you're running around here naked, bitch. You want to be naked all the time, bitch, right? Right, bitch? You gonna let her walk around naked in front of Lewis? Oh, these hoes ain't loyal. She wants some of that big, beautiful, black dick. She don't want your white boy shit. White boy Rick. Oh, God, are you hearing all these rhymes? My Holy Spirits can't stand you. We could make this about race. We can make this about color. We can make this about time, space, fucking anything, bro. It's all about you every time. Quit trying to put your fucking life in my life. You have no life. Alright. Can't stand you. As a boss, they pay no attention. Whatever you do, don't go into business with this loser. Dude, I don't know how fucking hard I gotta tell Big Sean. You still have a week to pull out, bro. Pull out, bro. What's it gonna cost? Nothing. You just ain't gonna get a check. You better check yourself, bro. I promise you, bro. I promise you, bro. Did you spend the money? Give the money back. The same thing happened. I'm seeing this thing where I told... Oh, God. I haven't talked to him. I think I still have him blocked. Shit. I got another twin flame I got him blocked. Uh-oh. This could be good. Anyways, I told him. He was hosting an event with this other twin flame of mine that was all fucking bad. And I was like, don't you keep any of that money, bro. Don't keep any of that money. Don't keep it. Your heart was right. You were just trying to put on an artist, bro. But don't spend that money. That money's cursed, bro. Give it to a good cause. Go spend it on a bunch of people. Go blow it. Don't use that money for your own investments. Don't put that into your pocket, bro. Don't put it into your pocket. It's cursed. And that's the coins of Judas, bro. And I'm trying to save Big Sean from Judas over here, bro. Don't take his check. Don't take his check, bro. He paid you to go on tour with him. Is your divinity worth whatever he paid you for, bro? I promise you, dude, this is a dark entity that's literally just wants to be around people to take their energy and their creativity. I showed you right there in that video, bro. I've shown you, I mean, he's shown you, but I never really could show you like that, bro. He only wanted to be around you, Big Sean, because you're part of my soul group, dude. You're part of the soul tribe. I've been singing your songs and praises long before I ever even brought you into the circle, bro. He's trying to pull you out of our circle before you even knew you were part of it. He did the same thing with Nicki Minaj. He did the same thing with Will Smith. He tried to get to fucking Kanye as I'm trying to bring Kanye home. It goes back to that video of, Satan and trying to pull you away from your divinity by temptations and shit. He's a slick talker, bro, but it's bullshit. The shit that's coming out of his mouth. He's trying to just lick you down. Serpent tongue. That's how I can tell you that's bullshit, bro. He's lying to you. He's manipulating you. As an employee, he's lazy. He doesn't care whether he lets people down or if the job is done properly. He will sit there and scream at everyone that it's their fault, that things didn't go right, but it was never the right intention. He was just trying to make somebody else's idea his, and it doesn't work out because he didn't have all the parts to make this idea real. He heard someone speak about some shit, and he wants to do it. Do you know what he did, Big Sean, last fucking tour? That one hurt too. That one hurt bad. I was very fucking hurt that he did that. My daughter's a creative, bro. All kinds of creative. All kinds. She is the divine expression of creativity, similar to me. Mine's limited to, whatever. I don't know. I just don't paint and draw like her. But anyways, she wants to be an orchestra. She has never been in orchestra. She's 2 years behind in it, and they give her a fucking violin and some work, and she gets to work. She's amazing. And I share this amazing, experience on my Instagram. I'm showing, she's part of we go to Bear Creek High School, and they put on this unbelievable, beautiful show, all these new talented children. And I make a video about how they're the future, and how the notes and how the music really started with instruments. You know what he did, Big Sean? You know what he did. He took a fucking orchestra with him on fucking tour to try to elevate the music. And he got that idea from raping me and my child's experience that we were trying to share with the world. I was trying to inspire them to go back to listening to the music again, not put so many words in their songs and just let the music play like it used to. These beautiful pauses of just the music, the breakdown of the music. But he literally takes everything and just runs with it, bro. That one hurt. How could you steal from my daughter's experience? How could you steal her creativity, her moment to shine, and try to make money off of it? My heart aches again. He does this all the time, bro. He rapes and robs and steals from us. Because I'm sharing it freely for whoever. And so in essence, anybody can rape and rob and steal from us, is what God says. And that's it. It's like, fear them. Fear them not. And that's what God taught me. Let them take your leftovers. You got and that's where it is you may get the coins, but I got the spiritual gold. I walk in this knowing. You just got some coins for letting people know what I actually know. You're nothing but a ticket scalper. Selling tickets to my show. And when the curtain comes down, you're the clown. Know that. Ugh. Watch out, Big Sean. I spent an hour on it. I don't really want to go. I'm in the energy. What do I got to do to get out of it? What's our spiritual work? Use your mind. In my thoughts, I have to use this thing for good, not evil. Pull out your swords. It all starts in the way you think. You have to start back to why are you thinking this way. Change the way you think. Change the way you live. I went to Loki. 7 of Swords. Deception. Such a fucking clown. I hate you, bro. Definition of hate love. It's the beginning of the journey. I just want to point out all aces signify new bursts of energy and new beginnings. The Ace of Swords heralds a period of piercing insight, which may be so monumentous it changes your worldly view entirely. It probably changed yours. I keep looking at this shit. Well, I mean, it did change it, and I hope that it brought closure to my other twin flame. Look, it's not for nothing. This is what God makes me go through this for. I shared it with him. I had to chop it up because I couldn't send that whole video. I shared it with him. Look it. You're not getting it, but he's trying to make sure everybody else gets it. I know you didn't want me pushing, you know what I mean? Pushing fucking commitment and all this, but I was trying to put boundaries. I was trying to fucking work through this. All this shit he said in the video, he got from what we were doing. And do you think he would have talked about any of that? Any of that relates to his album? Or he's just obsessed all of my energy and he couldn't do nothing but talk about me? He's talking about us right now. Not me, us, and what we're going through. How does this make you feel when he does this to us? This is our experience. Not him and his girlfriend. This is our experience that he's selling tickets to, exclusive shows to. But he always has, hasn't he? He sells tickets to all of my connections. Because he don't want to step up and have a real connection with someone. Disconnecting. Anyways, fresh mental clarity means that you are able to cut away confusion and old mental attitudes and make far-reaching decisions. This is an ideal time to put your ideas into action and seize opportunities. However, and that's what it is, he can write you a song and dance about the journey, but they've never took it. I have the hardcore video documentary to it. I have the hardcore evidence. That's what makes me a billion-dollar baby, and they want a piece of it. I told you this would happen. Everybody's going to be talking about spirituality as the spirit arises. But you'll know who are the true spirits, because we walk in the spirit. They just talk about it. I am the first and the only. And once the other ones awaken and walk, they walk with me, not with you. Your actions walk against the spirit. God told you not to go on this tour. And you decided to spit in his face and start the tour in my holy land. Good luck. And that's why I'm trying my hardest to save Big Sean from you. The karma that you have coming to you and anybody around you will get it. They were hoping for me to get in a car wreck. So in Europe, as above, so below. They almost got in a vicious car wreck that almost took out their videographer. They were on a fucking bus and this fucking car slammed into it and almost took out their videographer. It was like left for death. The thoughts they put out there is what comes back to them. They have some shit coming back to them. And that's why I tell you is I can't sit here hating him. Because if I'm in that hate, I'm going to receive that hate. You have to work through this. Ground yourself. This may lead to conflict as you sever old relationships and connections, wounding those involved. And that's it too. I truthfully, as much as it hurts, is I severed this connection standing up for that fucking message that you tried to sell tickets to. It's very broken right now, and I don't know if it can be repaired. But the only way it can be repaired was setting those boundaries. This is what it is, and if it's not this, then you must go the other way. You don't know nothing about that in your people-pleasing ways. You'll do anything to make sure people are pleased and stay with you. You won't stand up for yourself. Not to your family, not to your friends, not to your girlfriend, not to nobody, bro. You don't stand up to yourself. You can't even tell yourself no. Can't stand you, Russell. You think it's muddled, reverse. Your thinking is muddled and indecisive. You don't seem to know what you want or how you're going to get it, but you do know that everything seems to be going wrong. Instead of feeling frustrated, sit down and think about your goals. Check all your facts very carefully and set realistic step-by-step targets. And that's what happened. Both of us saw a possibility together. He saw it in a way that I didn't know what he saw, and I kept trying to see it how he sees it. And that's where he started to paint this picture for me, and I'm like, hold on, I can't fit in that. And I mean, I can work on some of that, but that's not me. We can still have this, but not like that. And that's it too, is he's like painting this picture, and I'm like, and as I'm telling him, well, I see it this way, he's like, well, that's not how it's going to be. And that's where it is we're learning. And that's where the logical mind got in our way. We want it, in our heart we want this. So we're trying to work it through our mind. What will this look like? How can this work? And he's like, we'll just date. We'll just give it time to build on this relationship. Exactly like Steve loved tarot. And I'm like, no, I need concrete answers. I don't want to invest in something that I don't know is going to, that we're not investing in the same thing. In the essence, you know what I mean? So like, I need an outside story to use so I don't get too inside. Okay. Let's say, for example, Bobby decides, okay, I'm going to leave my wife and I want us to be together. I have to be understanding of that transition, that it's going to take time between, a divorce. That I need to stay, at ease until this time can happen. Right? So then I can see like, okay, I can see that I need this, we're going to develop a relationship while I'm taking care of this. Right? In this particular instance, I'm looking at, what do you got to take care of for us to be there? Right? And that's where I'm pushing it. And it's like, I want to know what it's going to take to get there. What does it look like to get there for you? And I'm telling him what it looks like for us to get there for me. And for me, it doesn't look too hard. Hey, what are you doing? What? You want to go camping when you get into town? And I'm like, oh shit, I'm going to go after the dick. And brings babies and marriage and everything. It all got real fast, too fast. I've seen a future in you that can happen too fast, and I want to make sure that you want a future. And you're like, not that fast. And I'm like, but it could happen real fast. And you're like, with your hand in my face, like, no. In the essence, it's like, I'm going through this, and I'm learning all this, and he's over there acting like, I done did this, and I learned this, and this is how we got our relationship. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. You have no fucking boundaries over there, sugar daddy. But in the essence, that's what it was. And it's like, we're trying to, and that's what I said in my video, is like, your mind's telling you no. But your heart is telling you it can still work. But you can't see how this can work. And that's where you have to give up control. And that's where it is like, and that's what I said, is like, it was two masculine energies trying to control this relationship. How it would go. Which way it would go. What it should look like. Until we realize neither one of us are looking at this properly. It can, and in the sense of, that was the conversation of what it's going to take from me to meet your needs and for you to meet my needs. And that's what he puts in that video. But in essence, I'm having really difficult conversations with someone about this that has got me literally on the edge of my fucking life. And you're over there writing a fucking speech to it. Excuse me? What just came out of your mouth? And you thought you got away with it, bro. That nobody was going to know it, that you were talking about me in there. God's not going to let you get away with, and that's what it was in those cards about the Satanists. God's not going to let you get away with this. He lets you get your hands dirty. He lets you put on your karma for doing it. But you're not getting away with shit, bro. All you got was more karma. You fucked around and found out that you shouldn't have fucking been talking about people and doing shit. You still haven't learned this lesson. I hope you learn today not to do this anymore. And that's where I told Ali, stop writing songs about my life. He never stopped. I told fucking Mike, stop writing songs about my life. I could not believe that that fucking Marshall came out and did it. I wouldn't even listen to it because I know the basis of what it was about my journey. Yeah, he used his life as a definition to it, but has he actually came out of his shell? Did he go through it like fucking Will Smith? Dude, I tagged Will Smith in the very beginning when Pac came. When Pac came, he came for Will. How dare you guys? And just because I'm busy living my life doesn't mean they're not watching you. I'm not watching you. They are, but they're going to show me when the time is right what you've been doing. And I don't want to know that you've done this to me. And that's why they don't show me. Nobody wants to know that they're being fucking betrayed all the time by the people they love. But that's God's truth, bro. He wants you to fucking know what's really going on. Not to hurt you, but to empower you. I feel pretty, I'm gonna fucking beat the shit out of that guy. I feel like and that's just the force in me. It's like, you're a girl, you can't. Well, I want my man to beat the shit out of you. And that's just not even, that's so low vibrational. I want my man to take out his force on you for my feelings, for how you make me feel. That's not right either. And that's where you just got to sit with your feelings and alchemize them. You're justified in your feelings, you just can't act in them. Not those ones. You know what I mean? Love and shit, you gotta be brave and you gotta do it. But all that anger and hurt, we don't act in that, bro. We work through that. What's the outcome, God? Me? I like it. High Priestess. I'm in the High Priestess mode. Which is, now I will just sit there, I'll turn on the music all day, I'll be in my fucking feelings about it. It's a typical moon day energy. I was already here anyways. Which means I'm back to where I started. Always. Tower. No, High Priestess. Justice. Justice. Fucking Libra. You're so unjust. How can you be a Libra? Balance your scales, bitch. The card of the High Priestess is a mystery that represents a link to the subconscious mind and the inner world of the self that cannot be accessed through intellect or waking consciousness, but which can only be revealed in dreams and symbols. And that's it. I made a huge video last night about accessing higher levels of consciousness through your thoughts. How you have to clear your thoughts to access the divine. So in essence, my mind was clouded by what Russ had said and done. I couldn't get back to my spirit. I was in my mind about it and in my feelings about his actions. It's part of it. I can't just turn it off and act like I didn't see that shit and I don't feel no type of way about it. So I have to work through my thoughts and my feelings to get back to my spirit. That's it. The hidden workings shape the underlying personality and response of an individual, which becomes manifested in the everyday world. Now is not a time to act, but retreat, think, and meditate. I did that all morning. I gotta go turn in some paperwork and shit. And it's a beautiful day. It's God, the weather's not going to be this good tomorrow. You may find that your dreams and intuitions are very powerful at this time, and the other world may be trying to break through with small signs and unexpected encounters that you should take note of. Yeah, there's a fucking, a close encounter with Russ, an alien out of this world. I didn't go, they told me, I don't have a TikTok. It's on my daughter's phone. They said, go get the TikTok and check this out. I typically look at only yours. It popped up right there. What's this? You didn't share it. They're telling on you. Ooh, your higher self, really. Why? Because your higher self doesn't like that it's hurting me. Your higher self loves me. Frequencies. How does he always know? Twin flame, how does he always know when we're talking? Because he knows that feeling. I give it off. They all know. They had that fucking feeling when I was in their DMs. When I'm talking to them, they hear it. They hear this certain frequency in their ears of love. So even if I'm giving you love, he can hear it. And he's responding in his posts. It's a frequency of love. They can hear when I'm giving love. Because they know it. He knows my frequency. Anytime he would think of me, he would have a ring in his head. And then he would find out that I'd done something. So just like me, it's like, that's your frequency. Every time I hear that noise in my head, in my ears, it's you. You're posting, you're talking, you're out there, you're moving. He knows my frequency. Every time I'm close to a twin flame and I'm, we're in that heart space, he can hear that he hears my heart space. And his reaction, and that's what it is. So it happens. I can hear him in the middle of a conversation. I know it's his frequency. I will leave a conversation with fucking whoever I'm talking to go check. And I do it. I'm like, oh God, he's doing something. He has the same understanding. He knows I'm doing something. He can hear it inside of his head. It's a telepathy. It's awful. It's the strongest with him. Why? I don't know. I really don't. I don't think Marshall knows my frequency, but he doesn't need to hear the rings. He can hear my thoughts as I can hear his. It's just it. It's just a connection beyond this world. They call it an otherworld connection. And that's it too. With this twin flame, I'm realizing I'm in my mind with you. I'm in my mind with you. I'm not in my spirit with you. And when I'm in my spirit, it's all free-flowing. But as soon as I start thinking, it gets real hard with you. That's what happened last week. I was all in the spirit, all 10 toes down, until my mind came in and was trying to work this out. And I couldn't see how this was going to work out. And I had to put, you know what I mean? I had to put up my swords. It's like, it has to work like this for me to feel peace. This isn't working. Alright, this is not a time to act, but retreat, meditate, and think. You may find your dreams, blah, blah, blah. Your views are changing, and your life with them. You are about to undergo a new level of enlightenment. It's a Monday. I go through a portal. I'll come out something different tomorrow. I don't know what. I'm riding a wave. I'm literally on a rocket ship on a Monday. I just sit there. It's like you're like on an airplane. You're just strapped in. You don't know. You haven't arrived. You're in mid-air until tomorrow. And then, you'll wake up tomorrow and you'll be in that new skin. And that's where you've taken all these experiences and integrated them into you. And now you're a higher vibrational being with these lessons. And I'll be on to my new fucking experience this Friday, which they say is going to be a lot more of this twin flame shit. Another one coming in, or the same one coming back. Oh, God, help me, Jesus. I'm just saying. You may be inspired to be creative, and this is particularly good card for poets and writers. And that's it. He's all inspired to write about my shit. You have nothing inspiring about your own life to write about. The High Priestess can mean that a noble spiritual woman enters your life, either as a friend, teacher, or lover, who can show you the world of the mystical and erotic and spiritual. She may, however, block you from moving ahead too far, too fast, and this is part of her wisdom. To see too much at once would overwhelm you and invite madness. And that's it. There was levels to this shit. When I first woke up and could hear everybody's thoughts, that was terrible. I had to learn how to ground that, dude. How to control where I didn't hear everybody's thoughts. I would just lay in bed and I could hear everything around the world. You know what I mean? When I could see, when I look into structures, that one was scary. All of these things, you got to take levels to it. And that's why I was like, you guys are entering the spirit world. There's a lot going on there. I got to teach you. Once you get out of the context of your mind, you're right in the spirit world. I have to spend all this time teaching you about exorcisms, dark spirits, light spirits, what a spirit is, how they shapeshift, how you can recognize them in the room, what kind of messages they're sending to you, to understand that if this one's feeding off your darkness or bringing you light. I teach you about spiritual attacks, how to get, how it's through your mind and shit like that. All of that. That's that first level that you go into. The first gate into heaven is through the spirit realm. Because we still haven't got you into the spirit realm. Well, you're getting into it, but that's it. It's like, I can't take you straight up to see the seraphim. They're the most terrifying beings made of God, but yet they're the most beautiful. And that's it too. It's like your eyes, your body would crumble in terror in the voice of God and in the image of, the kingdom. They don't look like you. They don't speak like you. They don't act like you. They're here to teach you not to speak, act, or look like that. They are you. But they're not in a human form. Stuff like that. I can't take you too far too fast. But I'm never going to put you in danger. You're always safe spiritually with me. I am the Lilith. I am the safest light. I am the light on this planet. My spiritual authority and protection is beyond everything because I am the Holy Spirit in the flesh. All entities, all beings of reality must protect this Holy Spirit. That's it. And that's why you're so protected. You have to understand that. As a Holy Spirit, even unawoken, you're God's Holy Spirit. You're His chosen child. Each of you. All His babies and shit. All my children. That means you are protected, you are loved, you are provided for, and He has purpose on your life. You have ancestors and beings outside of this world that He answer to that calling on your life, even though you don't. They are there in the unseen. They are your spiritual tribe, your spiritual guides. You know what I mean? These are beings from other lifetimes that you left that lifetime, but never left that connection. You're connected to beings of other planets. This isn't your first rodeo. It's not your first planet. You're being a bad human. Moving on. The reverse is there is something you're not seeing. A psychic sight you receive may be confusing or misinterpreting. You may be plagued with bad dreams and nightmares. Dude, I really saw myself fucking totally scalping the shit out of that guy. What happened? I don't know. It was really hot last night. I guess that's where it was. I was in the pits of hell fighting that guy. It was like that video, dude. It was like that Dante card. The rolling torment, like where she had her hand was like, ugh, fuck you up, bitch. You went to bed like that with no knowing. I woke up like that and I understood real quick why I did a big fat sage burn. People saw me. I changed it all. I still had some residual energy that I poured on you. Pour some shit. That doesn't look like rain. Getting pissed on, huh? Perhaps you're not listening to your intuition and ignoring something you know deep down to be true. It may be that you're too busy with everyday concerns to pay attention to your emotions or spirituality, or perhaps you've become completely retreated from the world to spend all your time navel-gazing and not paying attention to real life. Dude, it's a super balance. You get lost. You can get lost in your thoughts. You can get lost in your emotions. You can get lost in the astral worlds. You have to stay present. It's hard. It's hard, dude. It's hard. You're a vapor. You know what I mean? And you kind of just ooze out of your body all the time. Pull yourself back. Pull it back. Pull it back. Pull it back. What was I doing? What am I supposed to be doing with this life? What am I doing with this life? Redirection. A lot of it. The reverse high priestess can also mean that you've been busy gaining occult knowledge, like this douchebag, fucking Wolfman. He said, guys, come on, how stupid does he look now? Pox said a bumper sticker on his back, just trying to show off for the dudes. He said he was going to get a tattoo of the Kabbalah's Tree of Life on his back. This Mexican dude from fucking San Diego is going to tell you about the Kabbalah and put it on his back in a tattoo and teach you all about it. Who are you teaching? Pox says that's a bumper sticker and you're trying to floss for men. Because nobody's... Are there women behind you? Rhyme that ass? Anyways, this is for you, buddy. Busy gaining occult knowledge on a superficial level without any comprehension of its true significance. Possibly merely to impress others. This can indicate a charlatan. Well, they're called a warlock. He's trying to impress women with his big knowing, and he don't know shit. Wait till they meet the goddess, and they find out you have no power. That we have all the power that God had given, and that men have no power without their feelings. You have no feelings except for those in the tip of your dick, and you have to cover it up. Wrap it up. Wrap it up. Shooting blinks. She can mean that you have failed to come to terms with yourself as a woman or a man. And if you are a man, it can indicate that you are overly emotional and make yourself a doormat for others. We're going to have to ding-dong ditch this bitch. Who are we talking about? Russ? He's a doormat. They all are. NF is a doormat to his family. Fucking Marshall is a doormat to his fucking, his musical fucking people and his daughter. Lewis is a doormat to the entire F1 community and pretty much any community he steps in. He's a yes, whatever you say kind of guy. No boundaries. I mean, Logic didn't want to even fight Oliver for his spot. He's like, I'm all about positivity and light. He can't even walk in the darkness. He's a hardcore rapper, though. Or as Oliver said, maybe a little bit watered down and washed up. You got fucking Royce over there. He ain't... He's pleasing the people as best he can, but he has no artistic, creative endeavors to, be pleasing with. Allie's just stuck in heartbreak and rejection, never took another chance to, have a new relationship. Lord forbid he had, a hard-on and a new date. And, have a new relationship. He's so stuck in the failed relationships of the past. Welcome to my twin flame journey. They suck. You know what really sucks? I'm supposed to help them rise. Together we rise. Together you fall, and I rise from the ashes of whatever's burning underneath me. And it smells funny. Your flesh is on fire. Down your ego. Hey, I gotta go. Seriously, I'm not really in any kind of hurry. And to be honest, it doesn't even take much. I'm literally only going 15 minutes away. I put off these 15 minutes for about 2 months now, and I just need to, I need to know what I'm doing. So I need to do something to know what I'm doing. So I got to take care of a couple things. I am going to finish up the tarot read. We're finally there. And that's it, is I had to master my willpower to get to the end of that teaching. According to that book, that's the end. We've been at the end of my book, which is the universe, and that's it. Is the end is your willpower, how you direct your willpower, what force you put out there. We're all a force to be reckoned with, but what are we being forceful? Are we being a force of God? And which God? Part of God. I'm Lilith. I'm like the most unpredictable part of God. I'm Kali. I am the goddess of destruction, the goddess of hell, the goddess of war. What are you? And that's that moment of hell. It's my sister hell. My dad locked her in hell for all of eternity. She's come to rule the world. I mean, and you are the god of what? Thunder? You can't beat me. You never had a chance. Because it was never about competing against me. It was about working with me. I'm working here for you. That's what really sucks. I'm here for mankind, and I can't stand any kind of them. Well, there's some of them I really want to love the shit out of. I want to love you. The rest of them, I want to hate you. And that's sick, dude. I really wanted to love Ross. I can't stand him. Can you imagine if I would have got what I wanted? I'd be so unhappy. God's rejection is your protection, bro. As much as he rejects me, bro, he is protecting me with that. His self-sabotaging is really projection, dude. He's really protecting people from getting close to him because he's dangerous. Unpredictable, hurtful, vindictive, manipulative, emotionally unavailable, and non-committal. That's not what I need in my life. I don't expect you to be that. And that's what I said to this twin flame. I know you don't understand. Nobody does. I'm not expecting you to understand. I'm giving you understanding. What you need to understand right now is this is fear. That's all you need to see is what's stopping you. Fear. Can you fight that fear? I'm fighting mine. And that's it. What does it take to be the High Priestess? To be part of the divine? Bravery. To go against your better knowing for an internal knowing. To go against logic. To go against the world. To go against never God, because God is with you. God is the force that's pushing you to break these rules and limits. You could blame Lilith, but I'm just an expression of God. If God didn't like this version of me, he wouldn't have made me. I'm the rebellion of God, the wrath of God, the fury of God, the anger of God, the love of God. I'm all godly. It's just, I got to learn how to channel it that way. Why? Because he was a better God. In all the power I have, I feel powerless to his powers. And that's why he was given the highest throne. As I look down at the bottom of the tree, as the goddess of hell, he shines so brightly and with great, and I don't envy, I honor. I too have those talks with him. How can I be better down here? And that's it. He brings you to his, his state of mind. He brings you to the glory of God. No matter where you are looking up at him. I had all the power in the world to destroy it. He had all the power in the world to create it. And that's where it is. I use my power and his together to be, the true forces of God, which is the dark and the light. The feminine and the masculine. Because really what you don't know is your feelings are all dark. Dangerous. It's using those feelings. He didn't really have dark feelings, but he had dark experience. And however it made him feel, God told him how to feel. And that was that heart. It's like, he knew he was going to be betrayed and hung to see. But he also knew that it would be worth it. Many people would be saved. And that's where I stood back in that moment, a Christ-like conscious. It's like, you're hanging me, but for the glory of God. God, you know what I mean? I hung on that cross all week for everyone to see so that you could spread God's message. That was what it is. It's God's message. What did I learn from being hung like this? What did you learn from my hanging? And you took the message. I'm just mad because you didn't hang for the message, or the truth is it doesn't resonate with you. It's not that I want you to suffer to learn my lessons. I want you to live in the lessons, not just talk about them. I've spent so much time on you and your stupid-ass girlfriend, trying to get you guys right, bro, and all you are is wrong. And that's where you get to this point, guys, where you realize you cannot save anyone. As powerful as I am, I can't change their minds. There's nothing I can tell them to make them see the truth in their ways. Now, where does the compassion come from? Because I was mentally ill. I was dead asleep in my mind for 39 years. So then when I see people that are out of their mind, I gotta just breathe. Because I knew I was out of my mind for all of my life. You can't have compassion for something you don't understand. I didn't even know I was sick. I didn't even know I was suffering. I didn't even know I was shut down like that. It took me a long time to get that knowing, and so then when I turn to these guys and I'm like, do you know? They have no understanding, and they're totally denying what I see because they're not ready to see it yet. But we see it. And that's where God gives us the eyes to see. He showed us the truth, and He keeps others blinded from it. Or they blind themselves with this mask they put on. Russ knows what it takes. He's been studying this for too long. It's like he sits there, you know what I mean, on the sidelines taking all the notes, everything. Okay, if I do this, this is what I do. Do this, do this, do this. And the whole time, Kobe's like, come on, Russ. Come on, Russ. Let's go play. Come on, Russ. Come outside and play with us, Russ. Come on, Russ. Come on, get off the bench, Russ. Get away from the family, Russ. Get away from the girl, Russ. Come on, Russ. Come on, Russ. You can do it, Russ. Come on, Russ. That's God all day, bro. Come on, Russ. You can get away from them, Russ. You can get away from this life. Come on, you know what it takes. You know what it takes. You got what it takes, Russ. You can do it, Russ. You can do it, Russ. And then I'm finally like, come on, Russ. I got my hand out. I can help you, bro. I'll help you through this, bro. I'll hold you. I promise it's not that scary. I'll introduce you to Kobe. Come on, Russ. You'll be okay, Russ. Come on. Nah, bro. Instead, he wants to take notes. But they don't give up on him. Pac's like, bitch, I knew you didn't have it in you, you bitch. You stay there, bitch, you little bitch. And I'm like, come on, Pac. Wonder why we call you bitch. I mean, in the essence, it's like, we're all here. The whole universe. Come on, Lucifer. Come on, Lucifer. You can do it, Lucifer. Come on, buddy. Get out of hell. You can do this. You can overcome this. Don't be ugly. Don't be ugly. You can do this. Come on, guys. And that's where we are. The universe is your cheerleaders. They know that it's hard, and they're never going to give up on you. It's okay. They're going to get it. They're going to get it. They're going to get it. No, they're going to get it. And He will never give up on you, bro. They are never going to stop clapping for you. And you're fucking, you know what I mean? You're healing. And that's why I can't. Because I can hear them. They're not giving up. I gave up on you a long ass time ago. I'm like, yeah, okay, let me see this, Russ. And then finally, like, get up and help him. Oh, man, every time I stick my hand out to him, he makes us all look stupid. Just try to help him. Try again. Keep trying. We got to get him off that bench, bro. He's dying over there. Get him off. Get him out of his thoughts. Get him out of the paper. And that's just as much as, you know what I mean? I'm looking at fucking Marshall over there with his pen and paper. Come on, Marshall. Come outside and play, bro. Come on. You can do this. It's going to be okay. They're not going to treat you bad, bro. I promise they're not going to be mean to you. I can hide you. We're going to have fun. Just come outside, bro. I'll hide you in the woods. Just come out, bro. Come out of that shell, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, dude. Come on, dude. And it's the same thing going back to Bobby. Come on, Bobby. You don't have to marry me, Bobby. Just get out of that, bro. I'll find you another wife, bro. Just get out. Come on, Bobby. I know you're not happy, Bobby. Come on, dude. And that's what I do with all of them. Lewis, come on, Lewis. Get the fuck out of the car, Lewis. Lewis, get out of the car, baby. Please. Please don't make me watch this. Please, Lewis. Just get out. Just get out of that life. I promise you'll be okay. I promise. The universe is rooting for you. They got a plan. Get out of the car. I have a very complex relationship. I just want to know. My life is complex. God's fucking plan is complex. It's his plan. I wasn't planning this. Now I'm all sweaty and shit and, cheerleading these losers on again. The dirty dozen. The fucking bench warmers as well. They're sitting there. Who's made of baseball girls? You can't play baseball with girls. The boys in the hood are always hard. Come talking that shit. I don't give up on them. I do. But the universe doesn't. And I'll be like, alright, I'll try again. I'll try to get him off their fucking high horse again. Fucking coming right there. He's over there waving his flag on his little Ferrari, crashing into walls and shit, thinking he's a winner. God damn it. You're making us look bad. That's that Thor and Hulk moment. I told them we were friends. You're making us look bad. I love you, Twin Flames. Please, just get off the bench. God. For the love of God. And Russ, get off my dick, bro. Get off my dick, bro. Get off my dick, bro. Fucking stand on your own two legs and you won't be riding my dick. My back. My neck. My neck. My back. Lick my... No, I don't want your tongue either, you serpent. Keep your fucking slick words to yourself. Like I tell Kanye all the time. Don't say shit. Just sit there and shut the fuck up and deal with your fucking thoughts and feelings like me. And if you got something you gotta be heard, then we'll listen, but don't put it on the internet. Not everybody got to hear your shit. Well, I'm listening. Are you guys listening? I gotta go. Later, haters.